Hey y'all, it's your girl ShesLoc'd and I'm back with another video. So in this video, I want to kind of inform you guys on the cons of starting your locks with instant lock and lock extensions. A lot of people don't really tell you about this. So basically, like, people who start their locks with lock extensions or instant locks kind of go in the situation blind, and then they're just like, wait a minute, what's going on? So I kind of want to like touch down on a few facts when it comes to instant locks and lock extensions. Thank you guys for over 400 subscribers. Thank y'all so much. The growth is real. I am so appreciative of anybody who watches my videos, like them, comment, anybody who subscribes, anybody who interacts in any type of way with my videos. I am so appreciative. If this is your first time here, hey. If you've been here, what's good with you? Hey. On Instagram and TikTok, I post daily on those platforms. So if you want to follow me there, just check out my description box and I'll have my info and the direct link there. So let's get into it. So when you start your locks with instant locks or lock extensions, they are a little more stiff than if you would have started with comb coils, 2-strand braids and stuff like that, only because we are using a crochet needle to instantly lock your hair. So therefore it's already dense, and when it's like, it's just automatically locked, so therefore it's just like very much stiff. You don't have to worry. The more that you wet your locks, like I say, take a spray bottle and wet it. If you want to do that daily while avoiding your roots, you can do that, and the water will loosen up your locks. And especially when you're starting your locks with lock extensions, the extension is very stiff in the beginning, but the more that you wet it with water, the looser that it gets and the more flowy that it is. But I feel like when people start their locks with instant locks or lock extensions, like when I start my clients' locks with instant locks or lock extensions, they usually ask me, okay, so it's really stiff, when will I get the flow of it? And I usually tell them to spray their hair with water, you know, as often as they want, the shaft of the lock, and just to avoid the roots, because I mean, usually you have a fresh retwist, and when you wet your roots with a fresh retwist, it will not stay. You're already just locking the hair and it's so much dense, it's like very dense and it's just really tight. There's not really much movement you're gonna get. I can't really give you a time limit. I would say like the first couple weeks, month. I can't really give you a time limit because everyone's locks are different, but you will get the flow in your locks. The next con that I could say with instant locks is you could definitely start with a certain size, tell your loctician or lock stylist the size that you want, but it does not mean that your locks are not going to puff up. Locks literally do what they want to do, and just because you're instant locking your hair doesn't mean that it's still not going to fluff up and still not going to go through the stages that instant locks go through, because yes, they go through stages as well. So when I'm starting my clients' locks with instant locks and or lock extensions, I usually try to inform them that, hey, the size that you give me may not be the size that you end up with, because locks have different stages. They go from the size that you start with, then they fluff up, and then they get dense, and that's just the stages that locks go through. So I put that as a con, because a lot of clients, even though I tell them that, they see their locks and it fluffs up, and let's say that they wanted their locks to be small and it fluffs up to like a thicker type of lock. Instant locks aren't permanent. You can comb them out, but of course it's instantly locked, so you have to go through more work as if you had your locks for, let's say, a year and a half, other than like if you started your locks with 2-strand or a comb coil, where you could just literally untwist it and it'll be just that within the first couple months. So that's a con, because some people don't want thicker locks and they want smaller locks, but their hair puff up, and that's what happens, and they don't give it the chance to like get into its actual form, so they end up combing it out, which is a process. As a loctician or lock stylist, we can't really direct you on how your locks are gonna look in the future. We only do our best to give you a strong foundation and the size that you think you might want, but How your locks end up in a year from the time that you get them installed, we cannot control that. Of course, you can do certain things to get your locks to do a little bit of what you want to do, but at the end of the day, locks do what they want to do. They're kind of rebellious in a way. They do what they want to do, and there's nothing you could do about it. I mean, there is stuff you could do about it, but at the end of the day, they're still going to do what they want to do. So those are the two things that I wanted to come on here to let you guys know when you start your locks with instant locks and or lock extensions, that those, even though they're being instantly locked, we still can't control how they look at the end. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope this helped with anybody who has, you know, plans to lock their hair instantly with instant locks or lock extensions. If you like this video, please give it a big like. Leave me a comment if you have any other questions. And if you would like, please subscribe, check the description box, and I will see you in my next video.